Well, I feel like the writers deserve to definitely take this, and they should hear this, because they really deserve to listen to all the praise they get for this new season. Because Dragons Rising does something very unique and very special, especially in part 2. And you can sort of consider this in part 1 as well. They very developedly work with every single character. Let's start with the main four ninja from the original series. They work with Kai, Nia, Zane, and Lloyd in a very special way, sort of introducing Cole and Jay in part 2 with their little side stories, if you want to call them side stories. Jay doesn't really get a side story, but he is there. They're all sort of gathered, those two, they're all mentioned, we see them, that is a good thing. And if Jade wasn't really even seen, I don't think that would have been that much of a bad, and it wouldn't make this discussion any good or any bad. It'd just be okay. But still, the writers deserve to hear this. They wrote the original ninja, perfectly. Where do you take them from Masters of Ninja and Ninjago Crystallize? You get them ready for basically training and getting them to become mentors. We saw this with Kai and Crystallized. Even though he's probably not the right choice straight away to choose, it should be Lloyd, someone that's been waiting since season 5 for this, to be a master to a whole heap of new students. But even now, with Kai training Wildfire, is the right time and right place to do this for Kai. Kai's character is definitely growing, and we can definitely see this. Now, in my opinion, I have to say those ninja were written perfectly. You couldn't have done anything different. 6. But let's talk about Eren, Sora, Wildfire, and Ryu. And then we'll sort of mention the side characters as well, because it is handled actually perfectly. Something that they do with the new characters, our 4 new characters, is they give them each a story. Eren's is plain and simple. It isn't jealousy like how Kai's is. It's more, he is seeing everyone around him basically be granted with some special ability. He can't use his special ability, but he is happy by the end of the season to be with this new family and see Sora being able to use her power a lot more. And I guess we'll see in further seasons that this feeling he feels is love for Sora. Same thing sort of with Sora. Her whole arc is to get away from Imperium at the start, and now to go back there, face the evils. It's perfectly done. And Wildfire, and no, let's start with Ryu. I should really mention that. Ryu doesn't really do much this season. And admittedly, I think that's a good thing, because the more you push the cute character and the more they get older, where do you go from there? I think that's a struggle when you want to grow up a character like, for example, Baby Groot or Baby Yoda. I know with Groot, they kind of handled it pretty decently. He had to grow up. But when you do a situation like that, the company obviously wants to market on that, and that's like how Marvel marketed on those Groot shorts. They're not going to do this to Ryu, and I respect that. So putting a lot of attention on Ryu in scenes is something that they did very great, because they would sort of highlight Ryu getting sort of shy, or when he met Cole, he was sort of excited to see him. It just, those small little scenes just show the intent that they are eventually going to let him grow up, but you guys can enjoy the cuteness while it lasts. That's something I'm excited to see, is Ryu definitely grow, and Ryu does have potential in future seasons to basically grow as he grows. And we don't even know if he has powers. He obviously has some sort of source power, and I can't wait to see him grow as a character. And I think for season 1, for a dragon, take this development, actually, and alongside Heatwave as well, being Wildfire's dragon, is just a perfect way to do these two characters. Now Wildfire, bloody hell, like, at the start of the end of part 1, when she was introduced, I did not really know what to think about her. But part 2 really just confirmed it all, that she's a beaut. They wrote Wildfire perfectly, and just the way you want her to be. You want her to be similar to Kai, but not a Kai copy. She is far from it, and I'm hoping to see more character development in season 2, because you can take this character in a perfect way. And just looking at her minifig for season 2, we've already nailed it, and I don't have any low expectations for Wildfire. I think she will be amazing. I can't wait to see her interact with Jay or Cole. I hope one of Cole's lines is like, "Are you a Kai copy?" That'd be pretty funny, something on those lines. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you think about how the characters were all handled. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.